Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Huskies offense will get first crack at it today. The last time these two met for the Apple Cup, it was the men in purple taking home the victory.
The Huskies took care of business, and they've dominated this series, and they kind of feel like they own this series. And the Apple Cup belongs to them. Washington State with a chance to prove them wrong today.
Washington normally has more NFL talent on the field, and I think that took over. That was the difference the last time these two teams played.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The sure hand, it's Higgins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end. Shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Wazzou! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To the air on first down. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gives it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The play action fake. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Washington State has it back and they'll send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Shakes off the defender. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Tight end now in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Cougar! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At midfield, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Turning it on! Nice move, creates some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Trying play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Huskies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He has the first and still on his feet. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Might be changing the route. Running to Green. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. And
here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Breaks into the open. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Morrison. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? Power football with the run. Got enough for the 1st. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Washington sends out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Snatches it on the run. Touchdown, Washington State. And that one will give him the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls in the deep ball. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it, but play one. They put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Free up the gut. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Washington State lines up quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Inside the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Aurora. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll pull it on the read. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Snagged out of the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Washington State has it all working right now. This is a designed run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got a man, it's Morrison. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Using the quick game. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th
offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Washington right back to the line.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads and I can pull.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Here's the handoff.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot, and then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State will have to boot it away. Catches it at the 30. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Across the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Rush is on him.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down, gotta have it here. Touchdown, Huskies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Lost a throw on 1st down. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and Dave.
Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.